efficiency.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
Well, how about Rajon Rondo in this one? He's got 10 points, and he's picked up 1 dime. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's hard to find words to describe it.
Lowry and Ross pairing up in the backcourt. Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. And it's Fields in a small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And they double up Rondo. Nowitzki inside. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Assist from.
And that's now 6 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
Rajon Rondo, one of the NBA's elite playmakers. He's led the league in assists per game twice in the last 3 seasons. Great at keeping his dribble alive and forcing the defense to react.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Rondo's got 12 points in the game. And the Raptors call time here. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Lowry passes to Ross. There's the triple. Good. Ross has got 5 points now in the quarter. Mavericks leading by 7. Parsons outside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Chandler Parsons, really a nice fit in Dallas. He gives them a much-needed 3-point shooter alongside Nowitzki. And he also has the athleticism and ball handling ability to slash inside and create shots for others.
And Parsons with good size at small forward, Clark. He's a scrappy defender who the Mavs feel they can coach up to become a top-tier player in that regard.
Yeah, you know, already more than solid is Parsons. Can hold his own in isolation. He's great pick-and-roll players. He moves pretty well for a guy of his size. I love his game, everything about it.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
And it's Ellis penetrating. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Valanciunas.
That athletic play. Incredible.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Here's Fields. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
Parsons for 3. Here's Nowitzki. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Pure hustle on that play, and that's what it takes on the offensive boards. It's not about ability as much as it is desire.
And that, Clark, in some muscle. And he showed us he's got plenty of that with the huge dunk.
Well, in a tight game, I mean, they could use a few more of those hustle plays going forward if they're going to win.
But they recover it. Knocked away. Ross with the steal. And here again, the Raptors in transition. Up the court they go.
Well, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Dallas calls timeout.
Terrence Ross, I think, has a chance to be an elite 3-and-D player at the NBA level. Has 3-point shooting and defense for the uninitiated. Tremendous athleticism and a beautiful stroke make him an entertaining player to watch.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Dallas also making some changes. Craig Smith, he's checked in for Chandler. Jefferson comes in for Chandler Parsons. Devin Harris subbed in for Monte Ellis. Here's Vasquez after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. The shot will not go. Fast break, Dallas. Harris dishes to Smith. Harris kicks to Smith. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. 1:03 left to play here in the third. Vasquez kicks to Patterson. Here's the three. Good. Patterson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Terrence Ross can make some highlights, Steve, around the rim.
Yeah, so athletic. You'd like to see him get to the line a bit more. I think he has a tendency to settle, but as he is, a pretty efficient scorer.
Now here's Rondo. 12 points for him. Count that one. That's 12 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the basket by Johnson. The Mavericks leading.
And they'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Exactly. No need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter.
And here's Rondo. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Here's Lowry. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. The forwards are Parsons and Dirk. Ellis is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Villanueva in the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Lowry passes to Patterson. He dishes it to Johnson. Toronto working the ball around now. And Patterson kicks to Valanciunas. Ross on the wing. Jacks up a three.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen him hit those in the past, but like you said, the defender was on him like glue. It would have been quite a bucket.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Toronto. Andrew Fields comes in for James Johnson. And Dallas with a change here too. Chandler's checked in.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Well, it's been said about Rajon Rondo that he's the smartest guy in the room and also might be the most stubborn. He's got a terrific IQ for the game, but he's opinionated. We've seen him butt heads with coaches in high school, college, and the pros, but that certainly doesn't take away from his greatness. He's a winner, a champion, and a terrific point guard.
Well, you're right. It has fueled his rise, whether it was at Kentucky, growing up in Louisville, or certainly playing with the Boston Celtics. Among some very important players, Hall of Famers, Allen and Garnett and Paul Pierce. He may have needed a little bit of that just to kind of clear the clutter and show that he could be elite. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Johnson.
And Rondo has said he'd like to be a coach when his playing days are done, despite his dust-ups with former coach Doc Rivers. You know, he says he studied his ways and learned a lot from him. Definitely a lot of respect there.
And Parsons kicks to Rondo. And it's Ellis penetrating. And he makes good on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
And Rondo had said that his knee injury has made him humbler and certainly more appreciative of the NBA giving this and not skipping steps in his approach now to the game.
Yeah, but he did skip a flight with the Celtics last season. He stayed in L.A. to celebrate his birthday. That's not exactly how you want to go about your work.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And the Raptors call time here. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Kicks to Fields. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Dallas?
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And here's the fast break. Fields leading the way. And that one's good. And now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. If you're going to make shots, then the passes have to be on target and on time.
And Ross with the slam.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
There's Ellis with the 3-ball. Again, the miss by Ellis. Here's Ross. Gets the go-ahead bucket. Ross has got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors.
Oh, Nelly, listen to that.
That shot eliciting a roar from this gigantic crowd.
That was huge, guys. Absolutely huge.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes and cashing in.
Now, here's Patterson. Ross with it, picked up by Ellis. And he gets the bucket. 20 points now for Terrence Ross.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Rondo gives to Parsons. And even 3-on-3 break. Outside Lowry. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Nice numbers from Lowry. He has 17 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Yeah, whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been causing some mayhem out there for sure.
Nowitzki for 3. No good. And Toronto will come the other way.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I wouldn't